Koryash, hello, hello.
있어. 뭐죠?
Blacksmith_pop morning.
John of the Sill.
Blacksmith_pop, you know your clock runs slow, it is 14:03.
Koreash, the bulk of the people here say code 6.
In something that it is less wrong.
Koreasho, it's going to be one of those days.
Blue yups. You know me.
Blacksmith_pop at Goat Farmer Bluezy, it's half day. It is only 7 o'clock on half day.
Morning. We are almost ready. My God. Get these headsets working. There we go. There we go. Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Oh, Bluesy. You're off on time again. You know the only time that matters is
Corey
my
Ash
time, right?
morning.
You can check my time down below. That's when it starts. Dadgum Bluesy being Bluesy. Nap. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today?
Rook, what time
It's
is
Friday. It's Friday. It really doesn't matter what time it is. It might be 7-Eleven.
Blue well.
Might be a gas station. Might be, you know,
Blue details.
broken. Clock might be broken. At least it'll be right twice a day. Good morning. How you guys doing? It's good to see you. Man, I tell you what, went to the post office yesterday, picked up a package. You can kind of see it over there on over my shoulder. Fucker's huge. Had two packages, but one of them, but they were both in the same spot. So the twice as sharp did not show up yet. I'm hoping it'll show up today. You know how hard it was for me not to open that package yesterday? You know how hard it was? That was really hard. I could have pulled it out, yoinked it out, and used it yesterday, but I decided to wait for you guys. I had to wait. I don't know if I'm gonna wait any longer though. Don't know if I can do it.
Willie Tormac in the house.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Mr. Top of the line. What's up, Willie? How you doing? All right, let's go take a look at it. Exclamation point play is open. Feel free to enter. Control cam, please. Oh, I don't know what the hell I did with my knee, man, but I jacked it the fuck up. Apparently, it's fragile. Very fragile. And it's this end up.
Blue, you have a couple of crappy knives you can train with?
Probably. I think I can find a knife around here somewhere, Blue. Think I can find one laying around. All right, so this is going to be an unboxing of the Tormac T8. Tormac T8.
Willie Fraggy
You've
Ely.
never seen a Tormac T8 before. It is the creme de la creme for sharpening systems. Supposedly.
Rook, is it a major award?
Major award? I don't know. I don't know if it's an award or not, but it's definitely a big fucker. Ordered a couple extra parts with it. I like it when they send me packing material. And reuse packing material. I know that Jet Systems has a similar sharpener. Not sure exactly how it stacks up, but quite a few of the knife makers that I know and that I actually enjoy talking with, they enjoy the Tormac system. A little bit more robust than what you would need for everyday life. When it comes to industry standards, though, it seems like the Tormac is the one people lean on. Give me a bunch of little pieces. Little pieces of paper. So, a couple of the other things I ordered. I went ahead and decided to pick these up. They are serrated sharpening tool. They're designed to sharpen serrated knives. We've got a 325 grit and a 600 grit. Most of the time you don't need to do a whole hell of a lot of work with serrated knives. And so these should work just fine in conjunction with oh, what the hell's the name of those damn things? The specific belt. It'll come to me. These things actually weren't cheap, oddly enough. They got 4 different sizes on each of the... I think this one was actually taken out of the package once. No, maybe not. Maybe
Life
not.
in pain. The only thing about new tools is you need a place to put them.
Yeah, right. Like, what the hell? Maybe it was like popped out and they put little putty on there. Putty on that one too.
The other
Why
Bob
would you-
Scotch Bride.
Why would you put putty on here? Yeah, it's a Scotch-Brite belt. That doesn't make any sense. Makes me question if they're brand new or not. So it has 4 different areas on there, 4 different size grips for determining which size to sharpen. It looks like they did something here. They must have used it at some point, so somebody must have used this one. Not off to a good start, chat. Not off to a good start at all. This is just decolorization. Don't understand why they need to putty it to the back of the paper though. That doesn't make any sense. This is a 600 grit. So much
Life in
finer
pain.
grit.
And today on Man vs. Packaging.
Right? How you doing, Life is Pain? Seems a little unnecessary.
Barney of the Rubble. Oh no. Shut the box at Jonesying quick.
Quick. Clearly a very cheap assembly type device. Wonder if it's made in China.
Barney of the Rubble. Don't fall for the Tormek money hole.
Oh! You don't like Tormek? Also picked up one of these. These things look pretty nice.
Life in pain.
An
Tormek is
angle
pricing.
gauge. Oh yeah, it is. Yo.
Barney of the Rubble. I do, but they have so many jigs I had to buy.
I bought the knife jigs. That's all I bought. Because any of the other tools that need to be sharpened, like axes,
Blue, you know
or,
you can do it all freehand, Barney of the Rebel.
like wood turning tools. Not this guy right here. And this jig
Willie,
is a hell
we've
of a lot more
conveniently placed
expensive.
putty on each handle for mounting in the special vise that is available for 88.88.
Oh, they got a special vise for it. Well, that explains it. I didn't see the special vise.
Barney of the Rubble defeats the purpose of having a Tormek if you do it freehand. Willy LOL.
So this is an angle guide. It'll give you an idea of how much of an angle you got, supposedly. Something that I haven't actually bothered with over the years. Okay, what else we got in here? Woo, more paper! Man, I get excited with the paper. Now I think I'm going to be okay with the Tormek. I think I'm going to like
Barney
it.
of the Rubble, I do recommend you don't worry about using the SG250 stone and put a SB stone on it straight away.
An SB stone. What is an SB stone? Tell me more. What is an SB stone? Like these are our jigs. Hey, look, we got a scissor jig. Scissor jig. Scissor. Scissor, scissor. I guess you stick your scissors in there. What you do with this? Doesn't seem to work right. Must go on the bar or something. Let's see, maybe there's a picture. Okay. Put that on the bar. That slides on the back. Okay. Works. I like how they show you a picture of how the angled jig is supposed to work. What else we got? We got the centering knife jig. This one seems kind of important.
Barney of the
This'll be the
Rubble is a
one that I use the
blackstone
most.
silicone that lasts a lot longer and can also cut harder material cleaner.
Don't worry about the SG250 and put the SB stone on. Am I going to get the SB stone right off the bat? Is it going to be in here, you think? One of the stones that I didn't buy yet and that I am going to buy, just haven't gotten around to it yet, is the SG or SJ, I think 400? SJ 600? I don't know. It's the Japanese stone. It's a real soft stone, but supposedly it's the best stone to be used for serrations. So, was I supposed to get a second piece in that one? That. There we go. Small knife holder. That book. Wide centering knife jig. Well, they like their jigs, don't they? Yet another book.
Barney of the Rubble, I make custom jigs for doing serrations, but it needs a CBN stone that's only 2 millimeters wide.
And last
Really, this
but
looks
not
like
least,
a sharp purchase. Wink wink.
right, Willie? Apparently I get a cover. Cool. More paper. Woohoo! Well, when it comes to knife sharpening, I taught myself how to do it on the grinder. But this thing is a little big to be hauling to the farmer's market. And it's like a jet engine when it fires up.
Willie
You guys
cover
don't
for
get to
those
hear
cold,
it.
lonely nights.
What's up, Yukon?
Yukon it that an actual sharpener?
Yes, sir. He's an actual sharpener.
Hi Yukon Jeep.
A purpose-built machine.
Yukon morning.
Purpose-built.
Blue well, it should be.
So some of the things
Barney
that
of
you've
the Rubble
missed,
know it's a
Yukon,
Tormek sharpener.
is I actually created
Yukon
a
Blue.
LLC about 3 weeks ago now. Created an actual business. You keep getting blown over.
Yukon I saw on Discord.
And the business primary focus is sharpening services. We don't have a sharpening
Yukon
service.
congrats on that BTW.
Thanks, man. So I figured that would be the way to go. I really can't add knife making to it because of insurance purposes. So the business itself is only focused on sharpening services. Gotta pull out the big boy. I think these will be the jigs that I use the most. Guessing. I don't really think I'll use the scissor one very much, but I went ahead and got it anyway.
Cyrilaxo sharpening service with wow that knife is junk, how about I replace it for XXX?
Yeah, right.
Barney of the Rubble, have you looked up Cliff Curry?
I have not. I have not. Who is a Cliff Curry? I don't know if I'll use this one a whole hell of a lot. I suppose I will. This one is for like whittling knives. So like if I make a whittling blade, I can probably sharpen it with this sucker. No, all my research has led me to this guy. I haven't heard anything about a Cliff Curry. They put a
Barney of the
sticker
Rubble,
on
look
it.
Cliff Curry Customs. He is an American master cutler.
Koryash Steph's brother?
Actually, correctly. Yeah, I have heard of it. They didn't have a system. Very custom. So yes, no, I did hear of him, but he doesn't have an actual system that I remember. He's got belts, he's got accessories, he's got parts, he's got belt bundles and merchandise, but I don't think he has an actual system. The one thing I did like on his that I was highly considering was these Dremel bits for serration. Got 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large for serration sharpening, which is really great. Scotch-Brite, obviously, for the sharpening system. And the other thing I was considering highly to buy from him, and I still plan on buying from him, is this guy here. It's called a diamond steak knife serration wheel. So when I actually start making more serrated knives, this is what I will use for serration. I thought this was really, really cool. Uh-oh, we get timed out. Barney! No!
Barney of the Rubble, whoops.
Hey man, you got to have some DLC. You got to have the downloaded content for the stream channel to be typing that much. Posting links. Or just ask for permission first, babe. That's all you got to do. Just ask one of the mods. They hook you up, baby. They hook you up. So yeah, this diamond serrated tool here would be great. I'd have to still buy myself one of these little doohickeys, obviously, but yeah, those are fairly cheap. So those are the multiple things that I was considering buying from these guys. They don't have
Barney of the
a
Rebel. I
sharpening
use a Kindle
system, though.
FSMCNC for my sharpening business.
Kindle FSMC. Okay. I don't know what that is. Chat cam, please. See what that is.
Koryash, that's the link.
Barney of the Rebel, but I also do surgical equipment for hospitals.
That's like a fancy tool right there, dude. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting in that in depth. I'm not going to say no, but Jesus, dude. Surgical gear. Control cam, please. All right, let's keep looking on here.
Yukon, I know a lot of people don't
I
like them,
talk about
but I have good
expensive
luck
shit.
with the Lansky sharpener.
The Lansky sharpening. Yeah, I didn't hear much about it. I know
Yukon
some
wouldn't
folks
work
have
for your
talked about it
business, though.
considerably.
Too slow.
The Lansky's too slow. When it comes to the sharpening side of the house, guys, cat cam, please. So let me make it clear. I'm not a one and done kind of
Koryash,
guy when
I've
it
seen
comes
a
to
couple
tools.
food streamers using Lansky.
Not a one and done. I love the suggestions you guys give. Absolutely appreciate it. I'm not opposed to using more than one tool to make the system work. I mean, that should be
Barney
obvious
of the Rebel,
because
pay
I've
me
got
if you get
twice as
interested in
sharp
doing a
coming.
knife leasing service. I sharpen about 300
Um,
knives a week cause of it.
Barney, why don't you send me a message on Discord? I do want to talk with you, especially if you got a sharpening business, because I just started it like 3 weeks ago, man. I have no freaking clue what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going by my gut. My gut hasn't led me astray yet. But I got the Work Sharp, which is late rated number 3. I got a twice as sharp coming, which will allow me to do professional shears, which is one of the target demographics that I'm going for is salons. That's number 2. And then, of course, old Tormac over here is rated number 1. So I got 3 different systems. And if you really look at it, I got 4. Because that grinder of mine will do all of the really super heavy lifting. It'll do the axes, it'll do the chisels, it'll do anything that is really massively required. You folks that were with me last Saturday when we went to the market, we had a guy come up to me and said, hey, I want my serrations taken off my knife. I mean, I thought I'd never hear something like that. But if he shows up this weekend, I'll take his knife and you guys will get to see me remove serrations on a knife because I'm going to do it on the grinder. So I got 4 different systems, guys. 4 different systems. So yeah, no, keep it coming. I appreciate
Yukon,
it.
I don't like the Work Sharp for knives. Can't finesse with
Control
it in
cam,
my
please.
opinion.
I have noticed that the Work Sharp will work great for very thin knives, but for very thick knives, it does not work real well. So I'm hoping the Tormac will be much better suited for something like that. So these are the Japanese wheels I'm thinking. SJ250 extra fine surface. I think there's also a diamond wheel that would be pretty cool. Oh, there was one other thing I bought. Came in a different package. So this is a larger support rod. Supposedly that was a thing. Yeah, Barney, message me on Discord, man. Let's talk, if you don't mind. So apparently this thing here was recommended for larger knives. And as you guys know, I have majorly big ass knives. You got a long screw soldered to a rod and two rods at a specific distance soldered together. Get to see how this thing works here in a minute. I do not have a case for this system. I waited for you guys to do the unboxing on this. Sharp! Got a new sticker. Take care. Was it Band-Aids? It's Band-Aids. Motherfuckers.
Boosted, good morning. Happy Friday.
What's up, Boosted? Straight up,
Corey
man. They give you a
Ashlall.
band.
That's amazing.
Yukon nice.
Dude. That's what I need to do. Is I need to print up some 3D printed cases for Band-Aids and offer those up.
Barney of the Rebel, I have so many sharpening machines, but my wife doesn't need to know.
Blue, they at least know what you will need.
Right? Man, we're running out of space on our sticker wall, dude. Running out of space. These were here my two first pictures. The two first ones I got. GPF and his wife, Misbehave. Then of course we got some pop stickers. These here, these troglodytes, those are
Corey Ash Barney.
flossies.
I know how that is.
Blue, you have a whole truck.
There's
Barney of the Rebel, my business
Team
slogan
Kitchen.
is stay sharp, stay safe.
nice. Stay sharp, stay safe. Got Chef Steve. Got some Dino stickers and some Bucky. These are actually magnets, so I could move them around, I guess. They're not very strong magnets, though. So I'm afraid they're gonna fall off.
Already.
Willie, thank you for the lurk, sir. Get to work.
Willie gotta go to work.
I understand, my sir. Thank you for coming and hanging out for a bit.
Corey Ash, have a good day, Willie.
What did you you still have your own business, right? When you say you got to go to work, I hope so. Hope you didn't lose your biz. Put the stay sharp there.
Yukon, me too. Time to actually go do something.
All right, Yukon. You know, hanging out with your boy John is doing something. Band-Aids. All right, so this here, I guess, is the main tool.
Ginger,
we're gonna
good
be
morning,
using
folks.
A lot. Good morning, Ginger.
Yukon, somehow I don't think the company would
How are
agree,
you doing
LOL.
today?
Ginger on the road, so just popping in to say hi.
On the road again.
Willie, oh yeah,
Nice.
'tis the season for turnarounds at the plants.
Corey Ash, morning, Ginger.
I got a new toy,
Barney of the
Ginger.
Rebel, my invoices are printed on a special paper shape that I can fold and put band-aids in.
Mac. Sharpening innovation. Leather honing
Blue high.
wheel oil. Okay. Still trying to get this out. What is this? When setting the edge angle, make sure both pointers touch the stone. Okay. So
Blue,
apparently,
hey Ginger Bread Beauty.
this has got to touch the stone, and then this touches the stone. At least that corner of it. So you can determine
Blue, that
your
is my
edge.
mistake.
Compound for leather honing wheel. Okay. More honing compound. Some kind of jig. Decide. What does this one do? Doesn't do anything.
Junk sup John SII and Goat Farmer Bluezy Barney of the Rubble Willado attend Betty Don't Jing Bread Beauty Yukon Jeep Korayash and Chat.
Guess that moves that way. I got the impression that this thing.
Scissor Man happy Friday yay John.
Something.
How was your sausage? Ha.
Dude, I had a hamburger last night, man.
Blue, hey Sir Junk 666.
Barney of the Rubble good morning at Sir Junk 666.
Blue, who
Idea
took
what these
kiddo?
things do.
Junk, is this a sharpening kit?
It is. This is the Tormac T8.
See Robert TV, I had hamburgers too.
Let's see, what the hell is this?
Blue, it is a Tormac Sir Junk 666.
That thing must move left and right.
Barney of the Rubble, that's for trying the stone. Barney of the Rubble truing.
Well, this thing here is to change the pattern, the grind pattern on the stone. So you got a 220 grit on this side, and then you got 1,000 grit on this side. So you can make it smoother or harder.
Life in pain, are the instructions any good?
Instructions?
Blue, oh, I thought as much.
Come
Barney
on
of the
now.
Rebel.
I am man no read instruction.
Junk, oh cool. My bud has a Tormac but he didn't know how to use it properly, so he fooked up his knife.
He fooked it up. Poor guy. Is that the knife that I
Life
sent
in
him?
pain LOL.
Is that what you're trying to tell me there, Mr. Junk? The knife I sent him, he fucked up? Chat. So I have to wonder, where the fuck is the wheel?
Blue, that is
Does it
why
not
you should
come
play
with a wheel?
around with crappy knives first.
On a styrofoam. See a big difference between this guy and the,
Junk, nope, you
the other
fooked
guy?
up Damascus Japanese chef knife.
Considerable size difference, right? Well, it's only a Damascus knife.
Barney of the Rubble, one big tip, never leave the stone in water when not using it, it causes them to go out of shape.
Dump your water.
Corey,
Well, at least
I
he came with a
practice
stone.
sharpening on my mother-in-law's knives.
Vazito Agua, good morning. Greetings from Canary Islands.
What's up, Azito? Alright. SG250.
Blue, after that, they should just train a bit. It would get them back into shape, no? Blue, hi Vazito Agua.
These stones are not exactly cheap. I thought I was getting more than one stone.
Little Bear, good morning John. Sitting at airport waiting to board.
What's up, little bear? At the airport? Yeah, it's a good tip not to leave them soaking in water. Put the stone.
Junk thing with Tormik is they only do concave grinds.
Little Bear heading to Denver.
Vasito agua at goat farmer Bluezy high.
The hell is this for? Trough. Water cooled. I wanted to get the rotating base for it, but they didn't have any in stock.
Barney of the Rubble, I sent you a Discord message at Jonesy and so you can show everyone how terrible at sharpening I am.
Yeah, Barney, appreciate it. Not sure exactly why you would say something like that. Do you not have confidence in yourself? Have confidence, baby. Just a process.
Blue, I am confident I can F things up.
Junk,
Pretty
the water well
sure.
needs to be higher. Barney of the Rubble, have you got a table that's around your waist height? Your arms will cramp if it's high.
I think I do. We're going through preparation setup today, so you'll get to see the table and everything. We're also going to test it with the Jackery to make sure the Jackery can run this device.
Blue, it
It
should.
does seem like the water trough should be higher, but maybe it doesn't really actually need to be. I don't know. Thought this would just slide down in there. There it goes.
Little Bear, but then I will be home tomorrow.
I know what this is for. That's where the truing tool sticks.
Barney of the Rubble, when you want to adjust the height screw, most people turn the machine on and use the honing wheel to make it turn.
Oh, okay. You want to adjust the height screw. Most people turn the machine on and use the honing wheel to make it turn. What do you mean by that? Make a little bit of space in here. The plan, of course, is to stream tomorrow, chat, from the market again. Hope you'll join me. Will be the second market we've gone to.
Robes hello from the car.
Hello, Carl.
Watching the live show. John Cena.
It doesn't seem like it has a control for the RPM. So I guess it's either on or off. Leather stroking wheel. Huh? Still trying to figure out what the hell this thing does.
Barney of the Rubble, it's on or off. It's very slow but high torque.
I'm guessing these front two are for another jig that I didn't get. Definitely like the rotating base. Turning tool setter.
Barney of the Rubble, no.
Oh wait, replaces geometry and turning gauge and skews when using the. Okay, okay. Oh, it's actually designed for this thing here?
Barney of the Rubble, it's so you can take the bar and use a jig on the honing wheel. And also the drill bit jig needs it in the front.
Ah. Okie dokie. Apparently supposed to go here. Based on the picture. So how long have you been in business doing sharpening services? I'm assuming you're not close to where I live.
Barney of the Rubble, yesterday was my first.
Oh, you just started your business too? Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. Where's that little guy at? We already lost him. We already lost
Barney
him,
of the
chat.
Rubble, no, I've been sharpening since 2000-ish.
A lot of books here. So, warranty certificate. Pretty in-depth guide. Looks like a hell of a lot more reading than I want to do. Oh, there it is. Come on, fingers. Come on. There you go. I wonder why this thing can expose me to lead. They make it out of lead? Looks like we're about a 15 degree, if I'm reading this right. About 17, yeah. Definitely about a 15. Better. Most knives operate around 14 degrees. If you've watched me sharpen knives, I have not done any kind of measurements before, so I usually just go by what feels right. Kind of nice knowing that I'm right there in the area where it's supposed to be. What was the wheel that you recommended? You said getting rid of this one and going straight to a different wheel? The SB250? Blackstone delivers
Cyberdial
faster
dude,
steel removal
you're
and
doing it all
HSS.
wrong. You're not supposed to
Other
read the
exotic
instructions.
alloys,
We are males.
Dude, I'm not
Barney
reading
of the Rubble
instructions, Fiber.
SB250.
SB250. I gotta spend another $1,000, what you're saying? Sure do appreciate that. All right, exclamation point play. If you have not entered, now's a great time to do so. We are going to be buying
Corey
some more
is
shit
wrong.
here pretty soon.
I read instructions. That's why I don't waste time doing shit wrong.
Ah,
Barney of the Rubble exclamation mark play.
doing it wrong, sir.
Cyberdial at Koraish I Axai.
Morning, Cyber. Grinding wheels. What do we need? It's J250. We need one of them. What was the other one you said you think we needed? SB. Where the hell is it at? SB250. Okay. SB250, where you at? Offer it, chat. Boy, they did. 250. Format. Oh, there it is.
Barney of the Rubble, if you have chisels you can practice on.
50.
ID
Oof.
recommends starting with those so you learn the sounds.
$300. Damn, it really is like $1,000 right there. Another grand, man. Back to that here in a little bit. Exclamation point play. If you have not entered, now's a great time to do so. Play, play, play. You folks over on YouTube, you will have to join Twitch if you want to participate in the Marbles game. Marbles.
Robe's new toy day is always a good day.
Time. All right, it's the morning Bucky. Here we go. 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. So since the early 2000s, so you've been doing them for 25 years, man. That's cool. I reached out to
Corey Ash, it's like Christmas up in here today.
one of the cleaning places in town, and see, my thought is, if I'm going to target people that have knives, kitchen knives, and the cleaning people, they typically go to places where people can afford to sharpen knives because they're paying for a cleaning service. Isn't that right, Corey Ash? You're the one that gave me the idea. 15 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Get your balls on track. Let's go. And so I figured, well, maybe if I link up with one of these cleaning services, or a couple of them around town, give them one of my flyers with, say, like a discount for cleaning, and offer a percentage.
Barney of the Rubble
cleaning.
knife sharpening is usually around 96% net profit once you get the knack of it.
To the cleaning company, right? So offer them 10% is what my thought is. Give the customer 10% off. So, you know, I obviously I'm out 20%. But
Robes, my balls are on your
allows
track.
them to help spread my message, since they're going to the cleaning house anyway, right? They're going to
Junk
go
at
do
Barney
this
of
house
the Rubble,
anyway.
but can you charge a good price?
So
Corey Ash, which idea was mine? And what is my finder's fee for it?
your finder's fee is you get an attaboy. You get an extra 10 minutes outside the basement. Corey's bot. I don't think you're
Corey
going to make
Ash,
it, dude.
yay.
Carl. Oh, Barney. Barney's in the middle. Woohoo! Barney.
Rook sounds
of
like
the
10%
Rubble.
at Coryish.
Congrats, Barney. Barney, if you're here, do exclamation point here. I think he's here.
Barney of the Rubble, get REKT.
Go, bud. 6,000 sin coin. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Then of course, you know, I want to work towards earning the business of the salons. I think that's going to be a little bit more in depth and harder to do. I've been talking to GCD quite a bit. Been about a month, I guess, but doing the research on the professional shear side of the house. Those make a lot of money for some reason, like $20 to $30 per shear, but they require a very specialized tool. So, and that's the twice as sharp that I ordered. I don't know if it's actually the specialized tool really, or if it's just the jig that makes it possible. I don't know, but I'm gonna drink the Gatorade. So we'll drink the Gatorade, see if it's any good. If it tastes like shit, we'll spit it out and go a different way. Or is it the Kool-Aid? To drink the Kool-Aid?
Corey Ash, if all of the salons are sending their shears out, you have a big untapped market.
Oh yeah. Well,
Barney of the Rubble, for doing shears the twice as sharp isn't the right machine.
really? Well, shit. According to all my research, it says it is. Lay it on me, Barney. What's the right machine for that? Doing the shears. Damn it! Bought the wrong tool already. I don't think I can send it back either. Maybe there's like a stocking fee or some shit. That tool should be here today. Got that up. I think starting out the twice as sharp.
Boosted, I heard there was a giveaway for a low mile GMC Cyclone. I'm here for it! Exclamation point Cyclone.
I don't know what that is, Boosted, but I think somebody gave you some bad advice. I will have to read the instructions a little bit on this work sharp, or not work sharp. Jesus, Tormac. I'm thinking I need to find like a magnet, a smaller magnet. I thought I was going to be able to use one of my bigger magnets because I want to be able to collect up any of the grinds in the bucket. I was hoping that the trough was going to be a
Barney
little
of the
bit more
Rubble search for
substantial.
Wolf Industries
It's
here
not.
to flat hone scissor sharpener.
The twice as sharp is actually the Wolf Industries. Twice as sharp is Wolf Industries device, man. That's what they recommend for the convex shears. I wonder if the little magnet would work.
Coriace, yep. If you click on the Google result for that search, it takes you to twice as sharp.
It's hard to believe that that thing is actually going to touch the water. Go grab a water bottle.
Barney of the Rubble, it's two different machines.
Yeah, I think they have a couple different machines. Roll cam, please.
Barney of the Rubble, the water tray can be raised up to the stone.
Feels like it's a movable piece. The stone?
Barney of the Rubble, on the back is a black bit that can slide up and down.
Oh, there it is.
Coriace. The hero to that Barney mentioned is a $3,500 version.
Ah. Is that the flat wheeled one on top? Yeah, I'm not going to be buying that one right off the bat. I noticed that they had a couple different ones, but I'm just starting out, man. I'm going to go with the cheapo version first, even though I don't consider the twice as sharp a cheapo version.
Coriace, right, as you build your empire, maybe that's a worthwhile upgrade.
Yeah.
Barney of the Rubble, you'll have to raise a support ticket for any further assistance requests.
Silly, sir. Apparently it leaks.
Barney of the rubble, you'll need about 4 of those bottles as the stone will absorb it all.
Bye, sweetie. That is the Tormac T8. What do you think? The professional sharpening tool. Industrial sized. The wheel's going to absorb it all, you said, huh? Do you have to dry out the wheel every night?
Today's stream breakfast though.
Not wrong, man. The thing is absorbing the water like crazy. It's freaking wild, dude.
Corey Ash, bring a couple of gallons of water for the day probably.
It's a good thing we
Barney of the rubble, don't have to dry it, but don't leave the stone touching water in one spot.
So basically empty my trough every day. Got it. Check, check, check. God damn it.
Barney of the rubble, just lower the tray each day.
Well, it'll be mobile.
Corey Ash, you'd want to empty it before leaving for the day anyway.
Not sure why she felt she needed to close the damn door. Drink hottie. Drink it in, baby. Yeah, I'll go ahead and order the other wheels and stuff. I'm not going to order that $3,000 sharpening tool though. We'll have to work with what we got. I'm actually trying to do this business without.
Barney of the rubble, I just leave it spinning for 30 minutes whilst it absorbs water to start with.
Been nice to know her there. So turn it on. See how it is, Barney. Chat. Maiden voyage. Ready? We ready?